salty dog. Candy man, salty dog. Candy man, salty dog. Well, if you won't be my candy man, I won't be your salty dog.
Welcome to this episode of Junk Food on the Road. Today we're going to talk about
Ireland's.
The two Irelands, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland.
So what's the difference? Just some people may not know.
Northern Ireland is officially part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Great Britain being the island that has England, Wales, and Scotland. And Northern Ireland, of course, is on the island of Ireland. And so the Republic of Ireland takes up most of that island, and it is independent from Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's not part of the United Kingdom, but it is part of the European Union, and its currency is the euro.
Is it part of the British Isles?
Yes.
Okay. So if we have to refer to...
I think. Sure. I'm not 100% sure of that.
Okay.
I think when I think of the British Isles, it includes Ireland.
Yeah.
But maybe the Irish don't. I don't know.
The reason why I say this is because, first straight off the bat is there's a lot of similarities between Northern and
Ireland and
Northern Ireland as far as there's a lot of British food.
Yeah, like there's Marks and Spencer and
Cadbury
and the full Scottish, the full English, the full Irish breakfast. They're all very similar.
Yeah, and Tayto.
Is there Tayto on Great Britain?
I don't think so. No,
yeah. But in both Irelands.
In both Irelands have Tayto.
Tayto.
It's like apparently
potato chips.
Potato chips. And according to the sign at the airport, which I'm sure is dead on, it's like more than 50% of the chips sold in Ireland are Tayto cheese and onion flavored. So all potato chips in Ireland.
Ireland is a big potato place.
Yeah. We can talk about the pub we visited near the Giant's Causeway.
Yeah, it was like the last town before you get to Giant's Causeway. We went sort of not by the coast, but over the inland. I don't remember the name of the town, but the pub was nice.
Yeah, I had something interesting which I've never had before, which was like fish and chips, but no fish, chicken instead.
And his chicken and chips came with baked potato and mashed potato as well.
It was like chips, because chips.
There was chips, but there were also two other kinds of potato.
There was a lot of potatoes in that pub in general. I hate to throw around the stereotype, but it'd be nice if they stopped giving us all the potatoes.
Yeah, there were a lot of potatoes.
Potatoes are a big thing.
Yeah.
So, that was we didn't go to too many pubs. We ate a lot of like store stuff. Like we ate a lot of stores while we were there.
Well, there was so much available.
Yeah.
Like you could just go to a Marks and Spencer or, like a grocery store, and they had such amazing ready-made food that you
like
could
sandwiches and salads and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
That's a pretty like sort of, we'll call them British Isles thing. You go to Marks and Spencer in London and you find sandwiches and all kinds of stuff like that. It's common everywhere in the sort of British and now Irish area, is this sort of idea of like pre-made salads and sandwiches available sort of everywhere.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice. But it's just, again, it makes that blur between. I remember when we were driving from Northern Ireland to regular Ireland, like we didn't even know we crossed the border.
No, it was like except all of a sudden things changed from miles to kilometers.
Yeah.
And we started paying for things in euros instead of pounds.
Yeah, but even like we went from one truck stop in the northern part to a truck stop in the other one to get some food, exactly the same restaurants.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed by that. I was kind of hoping we'd cross over and see like different chains.
Yeah, but they were good. The truck stop food was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It was all sort of your classic food of that region.
Yeah.
And it was good, like carveries and sandwiches and things like that.
Yeah, like they had like truck stop buffets that were really good.
Yeah, although they were all the actual same thing. Like they weren't like truck stops like you want to imagine they were in days of yore, where you could go to like find a different restaurant. It was all pretty much the same chains in every truck stop.
Yeah.
So, not many McDonald's in the truck stops.
No, it was all sort of stuff that we didn't, as North Americans, recognize.
Yeah, but they were the same in all the truck stops.
Yeah, well, we eventually started recognizing them.
Yeah, we eventually started recognizing them.
Yeah, and, you know, good selections of snacks and stuff, too. I mean, I don't know if, well, nobody listens to this, but, you know, if you do listen to this often, or if you ever have before, you might know that I'm allergic to sugar. And there are a lot of really good sort of low-carb snacks that have very limited amounts of sugars and starches in them, which is good because sugars and starches is what I'm allergic to, including potatoes. So it was really good for me to have that sort of option of like granola bars and chocolate bars and stuff that I could actually eat.
Weren't there some protein ball or something you got there?
I think that was in Estonia.
I thought they had them there too.
They might have had them there too,
Okay.
in one place.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
in
those
one of
were
the truck
really
stops
good
or something
too.
like that. Yeah. So that was. So why don't you talk about the McDonald's story?
Oh yeah, I mean this isn't any sort of reflection on Irish or Northern Irish McDonald's. It was just a particular experience we had in Cork. And we were eating at the McDonald's, and there was this woman sitting about 3 or 4 tables over from us, and at one point while we're eating, she takes out a can of spray deodorant and literally sprays continuously for 5 minutes or more, and it just stunk up the whole place like deodorant. And I cannot figure out what the heck she was thinking or why she was doing this, and certainly why she was doing this when the bathroom was right next to her table and she could have just discreetly gone into that. But it was quite disturbing.
Made my food
It made food taste like spray deodorant.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't anything special in either of the Ireland's McDonald's wise though.
No.
Like I don't even know. I don't think
sometimes there's a special pie or
I don't
something.
think they had pies. I think that was the thing.
Yeah, there were no pies.
They didn't have the pies. They had some ice cream.
They might have had apple pie.
Maybe. I seem to remember them not having pies.
But I don't remember there being any. Well, like I mean, I always look for the special McDonald's pies because I think that they're neat.
Yeah. Although remember that time too, I'm remembering another pub story, and I think it was in Cork as well. It was just before we went to that McDonald's. We thought, oh well, there's a couple of pubs on the street, and we popped into one pub. Do you remember that dank pub we went into?
Yeah, like the carpet looked like it had seen everything, like from the Revolutionary Wars on.
And it smelled horrible in that place.
Smelled horrible. The clientele smelled horrible.
It was just.
I think between the 4 people that were in there were probably 3 teeth between them.
That's in general. That's what I found. Cork was particularly bad, but there was a couple other places too that were like. I found that the pubs were kind of danky.
Yeah, we were looking forward to Irish pubs, and Cork was definitely a disappointment in that. In Northern Ireland, when we went to that one pub.
That was nice.
That was nice.
But a lot of them were kind of these danky places where people drank and smoked, and that was it. Like the whole sort of pub cuisine. We also went to. We tried to go to a pub in Waterford that had like a buffet thing, and they were just out of all their food.
Yeah, there was nothing. We ended up eating at the Waterford Crystal Factory and Store Cafe, which was excellent.
Yeah, they had scones and
clotted cream, which
was
really hard to find.
Yeah.
In both Irelands.
Yeah, that was weird. I would have expected that. I would have sort of expected us to have been sick of pubs by the end of it, but we really had a hard time finding a good one. I'm not saying there aren't good ones. I'm just saying it was just bad luck all around.
Yeah. Even in Dublin, there were a couple of interesting looking pubs, but neither of us drink alcohol. And so they didn't look like the sort of pub food type of pubs. They were all sort of the drink type of pubs. And so that was kind of...
Which is weird, because when you go to like Irish pubs in North America, they're very much food.
Yeah. And if you go to like pubs in Scotland and England, it's food. It's about food.
Yeah.
And we went to a pub in Wales and had really good food there too. So yeah, Ireland though, I mean, pubs are about drinking.
Yeah. It is weird to us because, we're used to being able to get pub fare and you know. So I mean, maybe in some of the smaller towns. In general, I didn't like the bigger cities. I really liked the smaller towns, like that one where we got lost and went grocery shopping.
Yeah, we took a wrong turn off the highway on our way to Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland and ended up in this adorable little town. And they had this like grocery store that just had, all of our favorite things and a bunch of new stuff to try, and it was really fun. I think we probably spent a good half hour just in that grocery store, and then another hour or so wandering around this beautiful little village.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And in general, and like the place where the Giant's Causeway was, the town near it, that was a nice little town.
Yeah.
But generally in the cities, it's a lot of like subways, and I mean the grocery stores are good, which is what we did most of it, like sub shops and stuff. Like
sub shops.
It was just like it wasn't like amazing food, which we were kind of expecting.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we just didn't look in the right places, but
maybe we kind of had a whirlwind trip.
Yeah.
I mean, we I think we spent 2 nights in Belfast, 2 nights in Cork, and 2 nights in Dublin, and on the driving between all of those cities we stopped a lot, so we didn't really have time. And our one full day in Belfast was spent going to Giant's Causeway and back, and our one full day in Cork was going to Blarney Castle and then Cork itself for to have a deodorant burger.
Yeah.
And so we had it was kind of a whirlwind, and like the drive from Cork to Dublin, we stopped and got some oil filters for our car in Cambodia, and then went to the Waterford. Well, actually, Waterford was pretty fun.
Waterford was okay.
Yeah, but again, the pubs were disappointing.
Yeah, again, maybe we just don't know how to find them or don't know what we're looking for. Pubs are weird that way, because I know people who have gone to like England and been like, I don't understand the pubs, and it's like, well, you go up, you order your food, and you sit down. Like there's a certain, it's not something like North American food. It's not like a restaurant. It's a little different. So maybe there's just something in looking for pubs in Ireland we don't understand and missed.
Yeah, we're not good Irish pub finders in Ireland.
Yeah. The food we did have was fine, but
yeah, it was great.
I thought we'd be spoiled for choice, and there were several times where we were sort of like, I don't know what to get.
It was really good when we were staying in Belfast, because we were at a youth hostel, so there was a kitchen, so we could experiment with cooking some stuff for ourselves.
There was a nice lady that worked there.
Remember the potato bread?
Yeah, the potato bread, that was good. Potato bread was really good, actually.
Yeah.
Again, not to throw that there, but there's that nice lady at the hostel that cleaned the kitchen.
Oh yeah, she was great.
The worst.
She was. I think she had I don't know. I think that she hated that anybody used her kitchen.
Yeah. She'd scowl at you, and she'd try and clean it 15 minutes before it's supposed to be cleaned.
Yeah, if it closes for cleaning at like noon or something, and so if you showed up at 11:30, she'd be like, "We're going to be closed for cleaning soon." You're like, "I've got half an hour."
I'm not planning on slow cooking ribs here. It's okay, I'll be out.
She'd had these bleachy hands. She'd move your food around because it was in her way of her cleaning, and it's like, you're not even supposed to be doing this for another half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a brilliant idea, closing a kitchen at noon.
At noon, just at lunchtime. But she was because she was just manically going around the kitchen way before cleaning time. She was done by 12:15, and then it was open again. It was supposed to be closed for 2 hours for cleaning, but
yeah.
And then she'd storm off and I don't know, go smoke or something.
I think there's a lot of people that smoke in Ireland.
Yeah.
So.
No, she was mean.
Yeah. So I mean, the trip to Ireland was fine. It was. I don't know if there's anything particularly special. I mean, there's cool stuff there. Potato chips, you got to try them.
It was hard to find scones and clotted cream.
But I wasn't necessarily expecting it totally.
I was expecting it at least in Northern Ireland, because it is part of the UK.
It's true. But yet we found our best. Is that Northern Ireland?
Which one?
Where we got the scones and clotted cream.
No, it was in Waterford.
Yeah, so we got them.
We got it.
In
eventually.
Regular Ireland.
In regular Ireland.
I don't know what to call it.
The Republic of Ireland?
That's just too much.
I don't know.
It's very confusing.
And you can see Scotland from Ireland.
Yeah.
Who knew?
We saw Scotland.
Yeah.
or an island of Scotland. I don't know if there's mainland.
We saw the Mull of Kintyre. Mull is sort of like a promontory, nose kind of thing.
A nose.
Yeah. And we saw another part of Scotland. We saw Scotland a couple of times.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. I don't think there's anything else to say. What do you think?
I don't know. It was like, I mean, it's junk food on the road, so.
There was lots of road. There wasn't as much junk food. I mean, we had a lot of junk food, actually. Like, we had a lot of snacks. Like, I had caramels and lots of Cadbury treats and chips and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, it was sort of, like, very similar. Like, the snack food was very similar to what you would find in England and Scotland.
Oh, almost identical.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time.
Yeah, it was. It's nice.
Like, I mean, it sounds like we're sort of like, meh, but, you know.
But the other stuff.
It wasn't really about the food. It was just so, we had the soft ice cream with the flake in it.
Yep, that's sort of a classic.
At Blarney Castle, which we enjoyed with a couple of bottles of Blarney branded soda water. So these bottles of soda water with a Blarney Castle label on it.
But yeah, they have those classic cones with the flake in them, which is like one of my favorite treats. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all good, but it wasn't anything. I guess there wasn't anything unique.
Yeah, it wasn't really a unique food destination.
It was fine. It was good.
And we had an awesome time.
Yeah, and I mean, there's lots to see and
do.
do.
It was an amazing trip.
Yeah.
And yes, we bought some Crystal in Waterford.
Did we buy a gravy boat?
I think we did.
Okay.
Because our Crystal anniversary is coming up.
There you go. I'm sure the person that listens to this is interested in that.
Just for the record, because I know you're so interested, the Crystal anniversary is the 15th, and we will be enjoying our 15th wedding anniversary in a year and a half. But we decided to get the Crystal gravy boat while we were in Waterford because, you know, we're not going to go back before our 15th anniversary.
Or maybe ever.
Or probably ever.
I don't think we'll go back to Waterford.
There's a lot of countries we've never been to, so why go back to ones you've been to before?
Yeah.
Except we're going back to Japan soon.
Oh, gave something
away.
Spoiler. We're going to Singapore.
Yeah, I've been to Singapore before too.
So,
but you haven't.
And we haven't done a junk food on the road for Singapore.
No, because you've never been there.
We might do a junk food on the road for Japan too again.
Why not?
Yeah, particularly if we can get a guest.
Ah.
See if anybody wants to be on it.
We have some possibilities.
We do. So this is like a little preview. Look at that. If you suffer through this Irish one,
Yeah, this is not our best episode. Not that any of them are great, but like this one's particularly nasty.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up then.
Okay. We will let you. Well, I mean, everybody's already stopped listening anyway, even if they started. So.
Except for our one diehard fan.
We now release you from the agony of listening to us try to talk about Irish food.
Well, thanks for listening to another episode of Junk Food on the Road. As always, you can follow us at Candy Critic on Twitter, or go to candycritic.org and find links to all of our other social media. You can also go to Patreon, patreon.com/candycritic, and if you want to sign up, you get a whole bunch of stuff, previews, you get a special video on Friday, you get discounts on merchandise. We actually just put a t-shirt up this week, and you get a discount, and you get a preview of all that stuff. So, joining up and you help support great podcasts like this one. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Candy bean, salty dog. Candy bean, salty dog. Candy bean, salty dog. Well, if you won't be my candy man, I won't be your salty dog. Little red light, little green light, little red light, little green light, little red light, little green light. The way you stop on the red and go on the green, don't you mess with Mr. In Between. Run and get the bucket, get your baby some beer. Run and get the bucket, get your baby some beer. Run and get the bucket, get your baby some beer. Run and get the bucket, get your baby some beer. Run and get the bucket, get your baby some beer. Well, I'm doing the thing in this God Almighty world. Keep my candy man here. Santa Claus, gingerbread man, Santa Claus, gingerbread man, Santa Claus. Well, gingerbread man with razors for his eyes, will eat him just quick as I can. Candy man, been here and gone. Candy man, been here and gone. Candy man, been here and gone. I'd do anything in this God Almighty world that would keep my candy man home. Hey, hey.